So hey there guys, I've just watched episode 11 of Vinland Saga, a great episode, so the reaction is in the description, go watch it and go back here if you want to listen to the discussion. And the discussion starts right now. And as I started speaking in the end of the video, I enjoyed this episode a lot because finally we had nice little relaxing comedy moments with positive dialogues and people thinking about women and some jokes and priest joking. Finally, some moment to breathe. And even when the fight started, it was a fight between warriors, right? I have no issues with that. I have issues with civilians being killed and women being killed and children and all that. And there was too much of that shit. And now finally, we're having like some humor. And those two guys, like, oh, Your Highness, oh, Thorkel, like, what? And then Askeladd kills them. Of course, why not? So, yes, so the prince is not a prince is confirmed, and as I've said, it was very, very noticeable. I was just not sure about that, even though it was like 99% basically. So it's a queen. I mean princess. I'm not sure how is that related to something to the plot. I think that prince, what's his name, Swine or something. I mean, this prince, not prince, the king, the Viking king, who looks like very, very old and evil. He supposedly knows that this is a princess, not a prince, and of course, Ragnar knew that. But for all others, why hiding the fact that it's a woman? That's interesting. I know how it's gonna play in the story later, but finally we're having some woman in the story that sticks for a few episodes instead of being killed or just shown for a few minutes. May that be the woman, though. Very unlikely, because we had a woman from royal family in the episode when they had a duel with Askeladd, the first normal one, real one. And there was a woman that was taken in slavery as a slave. I know how to say that, but you get the idea. And I mean, as I've said at some point, all women look here exactly the same. You cannot differentiate who's whom. They're all blondes. They all have blue eyes. And that's it. No more facial features. They're all pretty tall and they're like soft faces. This is like every single woman of this anime is like that. So I have no way to differentiate her. Even the goddamn mole or something in the face. No, nothing. So I don't know. That may be the woman, the girl that Thorfinn had little moments speaking about Vinland. But I think no, because it was less than a year passed since the time they met, and now she's like a queen. So I don't know. It's just why bringing up those characters without bringing them again at some point. It feels kind of like pointless. But who knows? So yeah, the princess is finally revealed her her sex, basically. And yeah, we started with Thorkel and his gang. So I kind of don't understand. I still kind of don't understand. I thought he was fighting with British. But I suppose not just him. He and his gang probably was fighting with British or something. Because at first, he was fighting on British side. And I was pretty sure he's alone there. But either he was alone there and he somehow got the support of these people, of these Vikings. Either he already had some squad of him, right? And they just went together on a journey. So I'm not sure. It's not very important, but yeah. So he definitely has some force. Some guys. I mean, they want the same. They want to drink. They want women, and yada yada. But mood here was definitely more positive than it's in the Masculine's gang. Every time we switch to his gang in this episode, I felt like we're watching a bad guys. Even though I don't know who's good, who's bad, like probably there's no good and no bad, but I have like instant mood switch. Because Askeladd's gang, they're like bastards to me. But I mean, Thorkel, even if though they are probably also the same bastards, I just haven't seen them doing their bastard things. But since I haven't seen that, the less you know, the better you sleep. At least that's how we speak here. And that's why I sympathize with him. And I mean, Thorkel is definitely 10 times more charismatic, energetic, and positive person than Askeladd. I mean, at least for me. Maybe you don't like him. I just love the man. He's funny, he's joking, he's smart, he's insanely strong, and he's very experienced and skilled warrior. So I have no issues with him. And I liked the fact that him and Thorfinn had this little dialogue, even though unfortunately, as fucking always, something happened, and they were not able to speak enough. But at least Thorfinn now knows that this guy knows his father. This guy respects his father. And not just his father, he knows his mother. That may imply that they know each other, not just, heard some myths, that they're actually together, that were actually together and they knew each other. And I wish that Thorkel will not die in coming episodes and will stay in the story at least for reasonable amount of time and join with Thorfinn. I mean, he's not like a father, but he's like a strong ass uncle to Thorfinn, and Thorfinn needs someone to relate to, because Askeladd just using him. Even though, Bjorn said that, oh, you're trusting the man, and I mean, of course, he's kind of trusting him. Whatever he says, he's like, he's easy to manipulate or not. Yeah, that's all true, but still, you will not use someone you don't trust. And I mean, but this trust is based on the fact that Thorfinn just basically like chained to Askeladd until he's gonna defeat him. So I'm glad that Thorkel is alive. I'm glad we saw him fighting and smashing heads and trees. This was extremely badass. I mean, and as he said, Thor's was the only person that was stronger than him, and I believe that. I believe that the Thorkel is number 2. Because this guy and Thor's, we never saw him using his full power. I mean, we saw little glimpses here and there, just few moments, and he was not in his pride time, not the golden age of his fighter times. But Thorkel, even though he's already not a young person, he is kicking it. He's doing his thing like a pro. So we have, and I mean, I like him. He's like so positive, so light-hearted, such a nice guy. I just love him. Oops, that's loud. So they explained a little about Valhalla, about those Forgot how they call them, Valkyries or something, flying. The Valkyries, I don't know how to call them in an English language. And so yeah, they take warriors who fought good and they take them to Valhalla, and it's nice there. And yeah, and they're like asking what's better, Christianity or their vision. And priest started screaming like crazy, and they gave him booze, and there was a funny moment like, so tell us, priest, who's better, your Jesus Christ or like our gods and stuff? And he's like Thor and stuff, and he's like the man who made liquor. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's a strong man, that's for sure. Everyone drank, even Jesus drank wine. So um whoever created alcohol is the leader of the world. Oh my god, oh yeah, that's amazing. That's so beautiful. Oh man, just look. Look at his eyes, damn it. Oh my god. Like that. So they stopped and heard that they're surrounded, and Thorkel threw damn spear right in the face of a man, and he threw it like very far, and it like kind of landed after the hill. So that was a very amazing ballistic basically shot that landed right in the face of a man, and the man flew away, and people started screaming. I mean, it was not a man screaming; he died instantly. It were other people screaming, like, "What the fuck just happened?" And I mean, Thorkel just an amazing guy. He sees them. People says like, "Oh, you need hostages? Okay, take your damn hostages, and now don't you dare chicken away. Like, let's fight." You took your hostages. Now you can fight against me. And Ragnar was saying like, no, please don't hear him. He's gonna kill you all. But pride, and warrior spirit. Thorkel knew what to say. Man, he's smiling. He's such a nice guy. I just love him. Thorkel knew what to say, and he basically forced those people to attack him. That was also pretty funny moment. Like this guy with like huge ears from Askeladd team hearing like, oh yeah, I see noises, I hear movement. And Askeladd says like everyone hears it. I mean, that was a great episode. That was probably the best episode out of all I have seen in this anime. In terms of just enjoyment. I mean, not plot, not drama, but just enjoyment. I just sat here and enjoyed the damn thing. So yeah, protect the prince, and then we saw amazing fighting and pieces of people flying, Thorkel fighting and having fun. And as I've said, of course, I mean, killing is terrible. So he's not a good guy. He's not a good guy in terms. He's not like a saint person. No, he's just a killer as others. But he's a warrior killer. He's here not to take hostages, not to take money, but to just fight. And you got to respect that. There's like a warrior spirit. While Askeladd is just not gonna touch on this topic. So Askeladd burned the damn forests, and a lot of creatures were born. I don't know how some people got caught in the fire. I know it's fast enough to develop very fast. The fire does, especially in autumn when there's a lot of leaves, and though in autumn it should be very, what's the word? Forgot the word. Shit, one sec. It's like here, but I cannot. Not wet, moist, humid. Should be humid. or more. I mean, yeah, because of the rains and all that. So it shouldn't be that fast spreading. But I mean, you're a human being. You know what's fire. You feel the fire, just run away. It comes from one side. I don't think Askeladd was able to surround them, because if it happened, there would be no queen, no one left alive. So somehow people ended up in the fire. And I mean, the plan was. I'm not sure what was exactly the plan. It was just. Either he was. I mean, I suppose he was basically trying to take all of the pluses from the fire. First of all, it's gonna kill some people. Second, it's gonna bring chaos, so people don't know who's whom, and the smoke lowers the vision and the sound. I mean, yeah, just you can use it, especially because he and his soldiers were not in this fight. He just made lives of others worse, but him and his team were just standing there. So basically, yeah, he used that just for his opportunity, and he let his ninja guy Thorfinn, wet Thorfinn. They should have added a little bit water on the horse as well, because poor horse was burning. And yeah, and Thorfinn went with the mission to take the prince. And yeah, they meet. They all meet. Guys entering and saying like, "Oh, we're gonna take the prince," and so those guys who wanted to take the prince, they were Thorkel's guys, but they were the ones who still wanted the princess. I don't know how to call her now. She's officially a prince, but yeah. So they wanted to take the princess, even though Thorkel was not very into that. I mean, Thorkel's not against that because he can use that constantly. It's like summon enemy. Having this princess with him is basically a spell to summon enemies around him. And he likes that. He likes to fight. And so they wanted to take the princess, and Thorfinn jumps out of the fire with his poor horse in the fire. I mean, it looked cool for a few seconds until the horse ran away, like, burning. But it looks like, one of the 4 knights of the apocalypse, or what's it called? Not knights, but those horsemen of apocalypses. Apocalypses. Yeah, that's the word. And badass moment, he kills the guy. And it looked like he disappeared, but I saw him. I saw his legs. There was a guy standing, and I saw Thorfinn's legs in there. I was like, huh, he's there. And yeah, he just killed him like that. And he said to Prince, I'm gonna protect you, my girl. But then comes Thorkel like, oi, Thorfinn, Bushka, something like that. Is that you? Hello, this is the man. Look at, he took my finger. That's a nice boy. That's a boy, of course. And everyone was like, whoa, that's so serious, dude. And finally Thorfinn heard that the man knows him, his father. And they had this little dialogue that I already spoke about, which ended in them separating and splitting their ways. But Thorkel said that we're gonna meet. I forgot where he said. Somewhere near the king, swine or something. So they are gonna meet. The finishing point in their journey is the same. So they're gonna deliver the prince to the king, as far as I understand. And Thorkel gonna be there. So that's good. I just hope the man is not gonna die. I mean, how will you put this man down? In a fair fight, no way. But we have Askeladd, who does not fucking fight fair. If the author wants, he's gonna kill him. This is gonna be really sad. Really sad. This man is just perfection. So yeah, they had this moment, and Thorfinn takes the princess, brings them to those two guys, like searching for different sides of the conflict. And yeah, they Askeladd's bowing to the prince and says, "Could you show me your face, though?" And Ragnar were insulting Askeladd because of his very daring and dangerous plan. And I mean, that's reasonable because, yeah, as I've said, Askeladd were not. They didn't join the fight, they just ruined the fight for everyone. And then, yeah, it ends of like, show me your face. And it's not Denka, as they say, it's Hime-sama. Not a prince, but a princess. This is the end. Will this princess become Thorfinn's wife? I doubt. But she's very sad. She's very beautiful. She looks exactly like every other woman in this anime. But yeah, this is the end. And as I've said, this was a great episode that I really, really enjoyed on many factors. It was just good. And yes, with that said, I'm gonna see what's gonna happen next. And I wonder what's up with the princess. Why all the conspiracy? I suppose it's important to have a. I mean, his father I suppose he doesn't have any more male children, so he kind of officially have to have one, and he have no one, but he have a daughter, and he decided to make this daughter look like a man, because at least that's one way to get with it, to explain that. But we're gonna see, and I'm curious to see, and I hope the sound was working fine, because if not, I'm gonna be pissed. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.